Hello, grade 12. How are you? Once again, we are continuing with the mock, and the question says solve for x, which is 2x squared plus x minus 3 is greater than 0. So the first thing you need to do is to find the critical value, and to find the critical value, you must equate it to 0. So your a is 2, there is 1 here, so your b is 1, and your c is minus 3. Then you use the quadratic formula, then you substitute into it. So this is our minus, our b is 1, plus or minus, our b is still 1 squared, minus 4, your a is 2, and your c is minus 3, over 2, your a is 2. And if you substitute, we need to press on the calculator, so let's do that. Remember, we are learning how to use the calculator as well. So first you press this one, then your minus, your bracket, 1. For this, we cannot place plus or minus at the same time, so first you deal with plus, then the square root, bracket, 1, bracket squared, minus 4, then 2, then minus 3. Move the cursor down, then you have your 2 times 2. Close the bracket, equal. You see that it gives you 1. So you write x is equals to 1. That's the first critical value. Don't delete what you've already inputted on the calculator. Move the cursor back. And delete the plus, put minus there, equal. See that it's going to give you this, negative 3 over 2. So these are the critical values. Then we want the actual value. So first you write the smallest number, write x, leave a space. Let me remove this. Let me remove that one. Okay, so you leave a space. Then how did we get this all? Now, if you look at this one, if I do this, see that it looks like R, no? It looks like R. So that is all. That is what? All. Just use that idea that I'm giving you. Then the smallest value is negative 3 over 2, and the biggest value is this one. Then you ask yourself, which one is bigger? Negative 3 over 2 and 1. Which one is bigger? 1 is bigger, so it must take the value, the inequality given. This inequality. So it must take that inequality. So this one is going to be greater, and this one is going to take the reverse. So you don't have to do any testing. Alright. Now, let me repeat. You see that the inequality is this. So it looks like what? R. If I put 1 here like that, it looks like what? R. If the inequality is like this, if it is like this, if I put my hand here, it looks like what? A. So that is going to be end. So take note of the two. Okay. Then let's move on to the next question. The next question is this one. We are still solving for x. Given that 4 exponent x plus 2 dot means what? Times 8 exponents y plus 1 is equals to 2 exponents 1 minus x. Then the next one is this. The question says show that for equation above, y is equals to minus x minus 2. Okay, let me split this one into 2. then so that we can see the question above. Okay, this is the question. This is the information given, this one and this one. Alright. Okay, let me put it here. And the question says, show. This is the question. Show that the equation above is this. So I've written this one here. So we have this one. What are we going to do? This 4, because the base here is 2, we want to write it in the same base. So this 4 is the same as 2 squared. Alright, 2 squared gives you what? 4. Let's check on the calculator. 2 squared. 2 squared is what? 4. So you see that I've written it's an exponent, but already we have this exponent there. So this 2 is going to multiply it. Then this 8, we can also write it in base 2. So 2 to the power 3 is also what? 8. Let's check. 2 to the power 3. It gives us what? 8. And already we have this exponent y plus 1. So the 3 is also going to multiply that. Then already we have this 2 to the power 1 minus x. Then what are we going to do? One of the laws of exponents says that if the bases are the same and it's multiplying, you add the exponent. You write the base 1. So this base is 2, so you write it once. Then you add the exponent. So if you check this exponent, 2 into bracket x plus 1 is this one. Then you add the other one, which is 3 exponents y plus 1. Okay. Then the next thing we are going to do is, since the exponents are equal, since the bases are equal, the bases are the same. They are 2, 2. Né? It means the exponents are also equal. So you equate the two exponents. See that you have this, then that one. Then what are you going to do? Expand this and that. Then you expand that and that is going to give us this one. Then the next thing you are going to do is you continue with this 3y. Then you transpose everything around 3y, because the question wants us to show that y is equals to minus x minus 2. Alright, so we want to make y the subject of the formula. So if I this 1 minus x is already there. If I transpose this 2, is going to be minus 2. If I transpose this 4, is going to be minus 4. If I transpose this 3, is going to be minus 3. Okay, then the next one, we are going to have minus 3x, 1